in them. I was giving them directional bias for the week on different pair, and
Yeah.
was just part of them. And this is just the exact same thing I have been explaining. In fact, USDJPY traded a very good structure this week. And there's this thing I talked about, internal range liquidity. Remember I told you that when price is moving like this, they are all liquidity. At the end of the day, price is going to come, start clearing them out. And when price is doing that, you should be selling. They are going to
Yeah.
keep them out till the last. You see, we took it even till the last one, even though it was just by some few pips. But we took it
Yeah.
out. Sure, we took it out. Then we reversed back. When we reversed back, then we started buying. What is this? I taught you this, right? What is this?
Which one?
This line here I drew, this vertical, this light line.
Is this structural shift?
Yes, shifting market structure, because
Yeah.
if price is really going to continue to sell to the downside, this last reaction from here was supposed to, like, no, not even that. This is the place we have the structural shift itself, this place here. So we didn't break, so we broke structure to the upside instead. We printed an
Yeah.
inducement. After we printed an inducement, we tap here. Then from the lower time frame, we go to lower time frame, we broke structure again to the upside with an inducement. Then we gave this entry from here. So when we get to entries, I will explain more on that. But I just wanted to understand that when price was coming out, when price was coming down, we were just coming to take out internal structure.
Liquidity.
So here is what I'm trying to explain now. I'm explaining that, yes, I know that this is what I taught you, that price has to do something like this, right? Internal to
To
external.
external.
Yeah, internal to external.
External.
Then internal to external. And then let's draw one more, internal to external. So the thing there is that, yeah, this is the valid break of structure because this low took out internal range liquidity block structure. This is another valid break of structure. It took out internal range liquidity block structure. Another
Yeah.
valid break of structure, it took out internal range liquidity block structure. So what I'm explaining now is that when price start reversing back, we are supposed to take internal, right, and go for the external.
Yeah.
So when we now take out the internal, instead of us going for the external, we started what? We started giving a shift in market structure. Do you see that? So
Yeah.
what is that? What does that mean? Even though this low took out the internal, we didn't go for the external. So this low is what?
Weak. It's still a weak low.
Weak low. Yeah, because we didn't break structure. So when price
Yeah.
start giving you sell confirmation, you are supposed to sell. And once you start selling, when this kind of thing happen, once price starts selling, all of this low that they were protected because they were protected
Yeah.
before because they took internal and broke structure, all of them, they are now going to become what?
Liquidity.
For price to come and start clearing them out. And when price start raiding them, don't try to buy, don't try to counter trade, don't try to come here and start buying. So when price starts raiding them, when price starts selling, we are going to go take them as internal structure. So all of them too are still internal structure, because at the end of the day, price is going to now come, take maybe one or two of them out again,
Mm.
and then what? Go for the external.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of these lows before that, they were them too, they at the point in time, they took out internal structure and broke structure. This one too, at a point in time, it took out internal structure and broke structure. But they are going to all become liquidity. Every lows, every highs are liquidity. So at a point, price is going to come, take all of this out, and then go break structure. So
Yeah.
same thing for the bearish example. We are taking out internal breaking structure. So at a point in time, price is good. This is the exact same thing, very similar to what is happening on the USDJPY. So we are going to start. So this is a weak high now because we didn't break structure to the downside.
Yeah.
So price is going to come, start taking all of them out as liquidity, then come break structure to the downside. So now we are going to everything we have been talking about on market structure, we are now going to go to the chart. Let's use this pair. Now, this is just like, I just want you to know that even though you want to trade currency, you want to trade futures, you want to trade stock market, there is this guy I'm teaching, is in abroad, he only trades stock, all these Apple, Tesla,
Mm,
the Spy, all this pay. That's what he
mm,
did. And it's still the same thing I'm teaching him is using. Or this Google. There's one that I analyze with him is Google. I don't even know they have their own this thing. So any pay you want to trade out there, currency or whatever, this is how you should always mark out your chart, market structure. So now we are going to go to some few months back. So let's go to some few months back and let's start from, let's just use this. So you can see that here, this low, it took out internal range liquidity. This low took out internal range liquidity. It came down, it took out this low. I think it took out this low too. It took out both of them.
yes.
Then it came to take out the high. But now,
Mm.
let me ask you, is this a break of structure?
No, 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 no.
That is a stop point, right?
Yes.
The break structure. So when price took out this high as a stop point, we took out this high, another stop point, another stop point, another
Yeah.
stop point. Hmm?
Yeah.
Then finally, we have what? A
We
shift,
have a shift, yes.
and we broke structure to the downside. Look at it.
Yeah.
All of this has shown sign of reversal, because we
Yes.
stopped breaking structure to the upside. Instead, we were just having stop ons. We were just having stop ons. And then finally, we broke structure to the downside. Then after we broke structure, the first place price came to manipulate is this low, because this low is a weak low. This low did not break structure to the upside. So we took it
Mm.
out. Now, after we took it out, you can see that I'm sure that these are demand, right? These are demand.
Yeah.
I told you, if price starts selling, if this kind of thing happen now, don't try to buy, don't try to buy, don't try to buy, don't try to buy, don't try to buy. Instead, you are going to be focusing on this thing that is currently happening now. In the market, there are two sides of the market. We have the left and the right. Now, this one is the left, where price was coming from before. This one is the
Yeah.
right, where price is going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always said it that if you want to make money in the market, you are going to be trading where price is going to. Where price is coming from, price has already finished or fulfill whatever he has gone there to do, and is coming back from that place. So where price is going to is from there you make money. If price is going for a low, you sell. If price is going for a high, you buy. That is where you make money. So where price is going to is where you should focus on. So price is going to, you can see we are doing same thing. Internal, we broke structure. Sweep, we broke structure. So now we
Mm.
saw to the downside, then we came inside of something from here. You can see the pull back, the buy, the way we bought to the upside. Now, after we bought to the upside, we still came back to sell from this high again.
Okay.
Right, so this buy here was just to still come and take out internal. You see all these eyes, they are liquidity. We still take them
Yeah.
out, and finally we still broke structure. So we still came internal, we broke structure, and finally you see this eye here was the last eye. That eye was the last eye that swept liquidity and broke structure. Now tell me, all of this sell, where did price come to take all of this sell? You can see that it was this low. This low that
Yeah. That's
that
what it
took
came
out
from.
liquidity, but this low here did not break structure. You see,
Yes.
it gave a stop on. So it was that
Yeah.
low
The
that price
medium came to.
came to take it out. Now,
Yeah.
after we took it out, you know, we made a pullback, then we started buying. So though I would have expected price to take out this high, but now price still tap inside of here. So this buy again was still internal, we broke structure again. We are still selling, right? Internal, we broke structure, and then finally, you can see that after price now came, this high here, we came to take out internal. We are supposed to break structure, but we didn't break, then we have a shift in market structure again.
Yeah.
Right? After we have a shift, you can see that the same process that happened here, shift, is the same thing happening here too. We had a shift in market structure, and then this one here, we gave lower time frame breaker structure, right? So we had a shift in market structure. Then we came to take out this high. We started selling from there, and as you can see that this sell here now, all of this sell here did not still break structure to the downside. We haven't broken
Mm.
structure. This is our last lower low.
Yeah.
We haven't broken it. So this high here is a high. So this is a low. Until we break one of them, We haven't broken. So everything happening inside of this high and this low, they are internal structure. They are inside of it. So if price break this low, then this high will become our new high. If price break
Yeah.
high, this low will become the new low. So price we always move from internal. You tend to always focus. Now, from this current price action now on this USDJPY now, what you'll be focusing on now is what is happening here, where price is going to here. Now, what has happened here, it is not, it has happened, it has happened. So what I'm saying is that don't come here and say you want to mark out the demand and buy. Even though this is a liquidity, people tend to do something like this is absolutely wrong. If price is going to come and buy from here, price is going to get there. Price is going to give you that same internal
Reason to
break
buy.
of,
Yeah.
yes, price is going to give it to you. You cannot come here and say you want to buy. I don't even know, just because it has inducement or
Use an inducement from the past to buy.
yes,
Yeah.
or and because it broke this internal structure, you have to remember that price has been bearish. Price has been bearish. This is the last place we have a last valid break of structure. This place here, this one too, they are break of structure. This one too, they are break of structure. But the reason why I am using that place is because this eye here, that led to this and led to all of this, price has taken it as liquidity. So this place is our last high, and this place is our last low from the bearish leg. So this is our last lower high from the bearish leg. This is our last lower low from the bearish leg. So this high here, it hasn't broken structure. So it is not yet a lower high because it hasn't broken this last lower low. So now price has taken out liquidity, but we haven't broken structure. So you are going to be focusing on what is currently happening here, not what has happened here. Now we are going to go back to some previous price action again to still use it as an example. So look at this particular structure. Now price is bullish, price is bullish, price has been bullish. We are buying.
Mhm.
Okay, let's use this one now. We are buying, we broke structure. You can see that this sell here came to take out internal range liquidity. So we have a
Mm,
shift market structure. We didn't break below the previous low. This low did not
yeah.
break below the previous low. So instead, we now broke structure to the upside. We started buying, breaking structure. So finally, we took out our high, leading to a valid BOS. You can see that is
Yeah.
valid BOS, right?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
came back again. We started doing same thing. We took out, do you see this one now? We took out internal.
That's
Is this a
range.
break of structure?
No, no, no.
That is a stop once. Do you now see why price came to still manipulate this low? Because
Until
this low,
until that's
yeah, that low
yeah.
is a weak low,
Week
right?
low.
Because it gave a stop once, not a break of structure. So we took it out as a weak low, then we broke structure, then we finally broke structure. Now this is a break, though it was a sweep before, but the moment price came and continued buying, it becomes a break. Then this
Mm.
break, we kept on buying to the upside. We didn't come back again. We kept on buying. So we came. This one, I'm sure, is as a result of new, see the manipulation. So we just
Yeah.
swept liquidity, we still broke structure, and then same thing here. We swept liquidity, we took out this high. Then now look at this low here. Did it break structure?
No, no, no. Stop
It gave
hunt.
a stop on. So do you see why it became liquidity for price to take out? And I've told you
Yeah.
when price is coming to take them out, don't try to start buying. I'm explaining something I explained before using another price action. Do you see how price came and start reading those demand out?
Yeah.
You don't start buying. You don't look to start coming to 4 hour and start looking for other block that have swept liquidity in the past, that has broken structure in the past. What about what is currently happening now? What about the liquidity and break of structure happening now? That is what you should focus on. Please and thank
Okay.
All right. Do you see how price is repeating same thing over and over again?
Yeah.
So what of this one that is currently happening now? That is what you should focus on. Sweeping liquidity. You can see how price is sweeping liquidity. This one we didn't really sweep liquidity. We just tap here. Though from the lower time frame, you are going to see this I, that this I here is still liquidity. We broke structure, liquidity, we broke structure, and then we came here, liquidity, this I, oh, This low, Jerry, did not break structure. We only swept liquidity, we broke structure. Finally, we came for this low. Now, look at what happened here. What is this? A stop punch, right?
Stop.
What
Yes.
is this?
It's stop
Another
hunt too.
stop punch. You can see after we gave two stop punch, you can see how the river, because it is a stop punch, this eye is what?
Weak high.
Ah, yeah, so because this is a stop punch, all of this demand, all of this supply here, you see this reaction from here, it gave a stop punch. When price got back here, is it valid for you to sell from there?
No.
Because this place here it didn't break structure, it only gave a stop once. You can see after
Yeah.
we fail it, when we start talking about lower time frame entry, you understand this. After we fail it, we gave a retest of that zone, then we bought into the weak eye. After we took out the weak eye, we reverse back, we swept liquidity, we tap into a zone here. Now, after we took out the weak eye, we did not break structure to the downside. Instead, we are doing what? Sweeping liquidity breaking structure, internal, external. We are kept on doing the same thing. Then, now look at this place here. You can see what
Mm.
this eye did. This eye here, this eye, this one, sorry, this low, non-broke structure. This did not break above the eye. This did not break above the eye. So they became weak low. So price came to take them out. We now tap here. Now, what I'm saying is that after we took them out, you don't have to still do this. You can see that I'm not, whenever I'm telling you something, I used to say that it's not that what I'm telling you to do does not work. But in this market, you are looking for consistency, not what is possible. Anything is
Yeah.
possible. I have seen people just trade one line, maybe you just randomly draw a trend line and you decide to buy from there and it play out. That is why, like, like anything is possible. If you draw a line, it price will react from there because there must be a reason why you drew it in the first place. So anything is possible in the market, but what we are looking for here is we are looking for a consistent approach. So I'm still going
Yeah.
to repeat same thing, that whenever price does something like this, don't try to take out the demand from here and buy. You see that price bought from here, but out of the
Yeah.
three examples I have used, you can see that two times it failed. This is the first time it is upholding. This is the first time it is playing out. So now, after price now bought from them, you can see that when we push to the upside, we did not break above this high, right? We didn't break
Yeah.
above the high. So we came back. We pushed back, we retested the fair value gap. Sorry. We pushed back, we retested this zone. Then we push to the upside, then we now finally break structure. Now, after we break structure, we can now get into a trade, internal break structure. We came
Mm.
back here, this low on the norms. I would have been expecting price to take out this low because you can see this low did not break structure. We
Yes.
didn't break.
It's
And if I have gotten into any buy along here, this would have been my target, but you can see price did not take it out. Price did not take it out. We didn't take it out, right? So, but this low here, it didn't break structure. You can see we still get to manipulate it.
yeah.
Yes, after that manipulation, you remember what I told you now, that when that manipulation happened, you see, this is what let me draw it out so that I'll send it to you so you understand what I'm trying to say. If price is going like this, internal brace structure, right? Internal brace structure. Let me just use two scenario. Now, we break structure. Now, we brace structure. Now, so we did we repeat same internal, we are supposed to go break structure. Now, when we now, instead of us to break structure, we now have a stop once, like a
Mm.
stop. So, and then we came back again. Instead of us to still break structure, we have another stop once. Now, you know that automatically this low here has become a weak low, right?
Yes. Weak
But
low.
this is a stop point. So let's now look for, most time price we do it three times, another stop point. So now when price now come to start taking out this stop point, what I'm trying to say is that don't come here and start marking out demand.
And
Don't
buy.
come here and start marking out demand. You are going to focus on what price is
What?
doing currently now.
Yes.
Yeah, that is what you focus on, what price is doing currently now. So same thing I'm going to tell you again. See it here. We took out this stop point. Don't come here and say you want to buy. And say you want to buy. Don't come here and say you want to buy. You are going to get stopped out. So once price is now done with taking out the liquidity. Probably price is coming to take out any one of them. Price might even come all the way down to take out the last load that broke structure. So once price is done taking out the liquidity, price is going to give you that same thing. And those things are in form of what? Stop hunt or shift. Price is going to give you something like this. Shift. When that shift has happened, it shows that what?
We are going to go bullish.
Bullish reversal, we are buying, or
Yeah.
you can have that same scenario, stop hunt or another stop hunt. So same thing, it is sure that we are going to still buy. So when price now start buying, you will not start focusing on here. Don't come here and start focusing on here again. You will not start focusing on that place where the shift happens. So you now start doing same thing, internal break structure. Internal break structure. You are not going to come here and say I want to sell. You are not going to come here and say, I want to sell. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So you are not going to come here and say you want to sell. Now, if price want to now sell, let me say price as is done taking out liquidity, price wants to sell. What will price do again? Price is going to come take
Because
out all
yeah,
the liquidity that price wants to take out, whatever liquidity that, let's say this is the liquidity price wants to take out. Price is going to give you those two things. What are the two things? Either a stop hunt or a shift in market
the
structure.
shift.
Yeah, so
Yes.
if price give you that same shift, you want to start doing the same thing, internal break structure. And when price is
Uh-huh.
doing internal break structure, don't try to buy here. Don't come here and say you want to buy. If price is going to still buy, you can get into the sell along the line. If price is still going to buy, you are going to see same thing. You are going to
The
see
shift.
internal
Up.
break
Up.
structure. Yeah, internal. So here is the shift. See the shift that happened here. This was the last eye that was supposed to break, but we didn't break. Or is it a shift or what? A stop on. So
The
let's
stop.
assume that this is the stop on that happened. And then you are going to get your entry around here, and you know that, okay, where is price going for? This eye.
The
Why? Because
external.
this eye, yes, did not break structure to the
Extra.
downside.
Yeah. It's going to take
Yes.
it out of liquidity.
Yes, this is how you approach market structure. So you are not going now. You can see that when price is done, going to wherever price wants to go to. This is one thing that Mark Douglas said in his book, that you don't need to know where price is going to. Now I'm going to relate this to this concept. I'm going to tell you the truth. Most time when I start taking trade, let me say I'm selling now, all I just have to
Mm.
do is have a directional bias based on liquidity, right? Let me say I'm selling now. I will just say, okay, I am going to target this low. Let me say I enter from here. I'm going to target this low as my first TP because that low is a weak low. It didn't break structure. Now I'm going to target the next place. If I see that price still keep on selling, giving me bearish structure, the next place I'm going to be targeting is this low.
Yeah.
Or I can target the gap, fair value gap, their liquidity. I can target this load, their liquidity. I don't target POI. I don't trade. I've posted this thing before. Don't trade because you are expecting price to go and tap into a demand or a supply. It is wrong. Trade because there is a high or there is a low that price is going to sweep. Don't trade because, like for instance now, telling me that you want to sell from here because you're expecting price to come and buy from this demand. No. Instead, you should trade because, okay, you should sell from here because you're expecting price to fill the
It's
gap.
to take out
Yes. Or to take out liquidity,
the
or to take out this low. It's still valid.
mm.
Right? Even though price is not taking it out in this particular price action, it is still valid. Like I will sell for price to take out a low or a high than me selling because I'm expecting price to come inside of a demand or a supply. So now, when price is done, taking liquidity, filling gap, tapping into wherever price wants to tap into, you can see what we did. We repeat same thing. This supply here, this supply we reacted from the price did not break structure to the downside. Instead, we broke to the upside. We started giving same liquidity break structure. Then here too we came. This we tap here, so we use this I did not this low did not break structure. We use it as liquidity with broke structure. Look at this very clean, meaningful entry. Liquidity with broke structure. When we get to entry, I will explain all of this. These are
Yeah.
just the kind of entry I would have taken if I'm trading this way. And then same thing, liquidity break structure. Liquidity break structure. You can see entries, break structure. You don't have to come and do this and come and do this and say you want to and do this one like this. No, I'm not saying it doesn't work. You can see that in this place it works, but I'm just saying that is not how.
And a consistent way of
No,
trading.
no. Allow price to finish whatever price wants to go and do.
Mm.
there is always a reason why price will sell or buy. Because
Mm.
there are external factor contributing to this move. It is not really the TA aspect. There are external factor like when you trade USDJPY, you're actually trading a whole USD, like a whole US, and you are trading the Japan pair. So anything that affects the country affects the pair. You
Yeah.
understand? So there
Mm.
are external factor affecting this particular chart. So whenever something is selling, there is something that led to it. And that is how you just want to keep on approaching the chart over and over again. And look at this one too, this low break structure. So look at
Mm.
internal. When we took at this internal, we didn't break, we were supposed to go break structure, we didn't break. So this low
Mm.
become the weak low, we didn't break. So we came
Mm.
down. Whenever price is selling, I told you, whenever that thing is happening, don't come here and say you want to buy. Don't come here and say you want to buy. You can see there was a bit of reaction. We still fail. Though finally price now reacted from there. After we reacted from there, we broke structure. The same thing. I remember this trade. When you can see we printed a lot of internal 1, 2, 3. Like none of these, like
Mm.
they were liquidity. So price came, read them out. Then after we read them out, we started doing same thing. Internal break structure. Sorry. So internal break structure. This thing is going to end soon. Internal break structure. So you can see we started doing we started repeating same process. Internal break structure, and then this one, not much of liquidity here. We broke structure, we broke, and then finally you can see this low here. You can see we didn't break structure. Then we
Mm.
sold to the downside again. And when I told you when we start doing this, don't buy. Focus on this. You can see
Yeah.
out of about 4 examples I've showed you, it worked out 3 times, and
Yeah.
it was only once that it worked
It
out 3
failed.
times. It was only once that it failed. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you try to, this is you counter trading. You saw that price is selling. To me, this is you catching a falling knife. You know, when a knife is falling and you try to catch it, it might mistakenly cut you. So
Yeah.
price is falling. You don't come here and start countering the sell that is happening. Just because you have a demand that broke structure from the past or that
Mm.
swept liquidity from the past, focus on what is happening now. So
Okay.
let me send you another link.
Okay.